Okay, hey, welcome everybody to the here it is. My camera correct? All right, sorry, a little bit new location here. Welcome everybody to the Wall Street Reporter Fast Lane. This is the Fast Lane after hours. A lot of action in the market today. We got this is really actually I got to tell you, this is incredible time in the markets. We have bubbles inflating. This is the time to make money in speculative assets. So let's go to some of our favorite stocks here right now. Some of our next super stocks, Discovery Day stocks. Okay, you guys saw the disclaimer. All these stocks are very high risk. Do not invest in these. Do not buy these. Do not speculate in these unless you can lose all or part of your money. The companies featured on this channel, on this live stream, are clients of Wall Street Reporter. They pay to be on here. So what else can I tell you? All right, so let's go into some interesting activity here. I'm going to pull up the ICANN chart right now. This thing, we were talking about this, what is it, the last couple of days. I think we're starting to see the move. I mentioned this, was it yesterday or Thursday? Here we go, 52 cents. Once the stock breaks 55 cents, we could see some incredible action. How do I take this out here? Get this ad off the thing here. Okay, now my computer's frozen. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at the weekly chart for ICANN. This to me looks like an inverted head and shoulders bottom. Incredible bullish chart. We're going to see some massive momentum here. From 52 cents, this thing could break $2.50, $3. Why not? I mean, I don't see any reason why it cannot break $2.50 or $3 once it gets moving. What's happening? Okay, a little bit of a slow connection. Sorry about that. Okay, so we got ICANN moving. We're gonna have ICANN back on our live stream probably next week, maybe earlier. This is a kind of a short week here in the U.S. We got Thanksgiving, so market's going to be closed Thursday and Friday. Pot stocks, absolutely, they're moving, and I think you want to be positioned in. I think stocks which are still relatively cheap, but something which is ready to move, like we're seeing with ICANN. They got the joint machine, the money-making machine, making those joints. And the great thing about this, again, take a look at the CEO's presentation. Take a look at our videos with Brandon. He explains part of it. He doesn't give us the full story yet. He's kind of teasing it out as we go along. But this thing has a lot of legs. So this is going to be very exciting. What's that? November 30th. Okay, we got earnings. Yazan, what do you know? Are we going to have some surprise? Are we going to have some good news? Let's find out. Okay, so we got ICANN. We talked about that a little bit. Let's go into the next stock. This one has been a little bit slow off the mark. Or actually, it's up substantially since we started. Logic, we started this stock at about $4, which was right around here. Okay, and had a nice pop. It went to 1050 pretty much right out of the gate. And it's been in a range. It's been in a trading range, which is, what happens with, normal stocks. they get into a range before they get to that next level. We're seeing I got to tell you, I thought we were going to have a breakout the other day here at $8. We had what I was saying was a key reversal, and the stock has been kind of under a little bit of pressure. I believe there might be some short selling coming in. Today was a nice volume day. I guess the stock tried to reverse, didn't quite make it, but we did have, from the fundamentals, we had a really interesting report came out from Zacks Research. They got a $20 valuation on the stock, $20, right? And that's conservative. They're not. I mean, look, it is sponsored research. However, I think that's a pretty conservative valuation. Zacks never really, they don't go crazy on these valuations. When we had put out our report on Entar Nextech last year at I think the stock was about $1 or so, $1.25. We had a $20 target at the time, and Zacks put out a $2 estimate, or $2.50, something very conservative. And of course, the stock went up to $10 and change Canadian. And I think we're going to see the same thing happen here. Let's take a look at this. We got let me see here. Now we got the point and figure. We got the weekly chart. No, this is what we got. No, this is not the big chart. But look, this is a stock that could easily go, $30-40 once it starts moving. It's a very thin stock. There's not a lot of shares out there. They are going to get listed on the Canadian exchange very soon. Once this thing is trading in Canada, I think that's going to be the catalyst. Okay, guys, the catalyst for Logic is when the shares get listed in Canada. So this is going to be very, very interesting. Let's go to a couple of other things. Okay, so Logic, look, this is gonna start moving. When it does, it's gonna be like a rocket, because again, the very thin stock, and there's gonna be some institutional sponsorship coming in. Their peers, I mean, this thing is still trading at a real discount to their peer group. I mean, if it was valued compared to some of their peers in the fintech or the e-com space in Asia, again, this company operates mostly in Southeast Asia, Indonesia. That's SE, that's Alibaba, SEA. So those stocks are, trading crazy. So this thing, once this thing gets some institutional exposure, we're going to see higher prices. So we talked about ICANN, we talked about Logic. We got a few more to go. A few more to go here. No, don't buy it. Yeah. So yeah, the chart talks. Hey, listen, I'm glad you appreciate these chart talks. Again, these things are really not. This is unofficial. This is not company stuff. This is just my opinion. For the official company news, look at the videos with the CEO interviews, the live streams, the presentations. They'll give you the real fundamentals. I'm just talking about purely price action, market sentiment, because I think that's very important. And I like things. Look, I like stocks where you have great fundamentals, you have great catalysts, and you have the technical picture looking fantastic. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, I'm really a chart guy. I'm really interested in the market sentiment, the investor psychology, what's going to make a stock go up. The fundamentals, to me, not that important. I mean, ultimately, it's the stock price that people care about, right? Obviously, you want something which has fundamentals, but you guys understand, I think, what I'm saying. Okay, let's talk about what do we got. Okay, so we're done with Logic. Now, what should we talk about next? Let's talk about Doc. Let's talk about CloudMD. Let's talk about CloudMD over here. DOCRF. I'm using the US chart because it's a little bit easier to understand it. So Cloud has been a little bit tricky here. Cloud is, again, we had this big huge breakout day last week. And we thought the stock would just blow out of there, go to 350 right away, and upwards from there, maybe $5. Again, those of you following our live streams, we started featuring this company right around here, right around the bottom. I mean, this is, I don't know, this is just incredible. Right around the 40 cents, whatever this day was, 40, 39 cents. What difference does it make when a stock goes to $2? What a couple pennies don't count. So again, so today the stock, this is here's the thing. What's happening with cloud, what's happening with a lot of these stocks is they don't just go straight up. They don't just go up 100x, 10x, 50x. They kind of shake people out. They kind of make you feel, they give you a little bit of a tease. They're going down a little bit. They can go back up. So today the stock settled right above that moving average, right above that key support level. I believe we're going to see a turnaround here, and then it's going to go. I don't know what day it's going to be, but the long-term direction in cloud is bullish. The fundamentals are phenomenal, and this thing is really, again, this is just getting started. If I would compare cloud right now to let's say another stock which very similar kind of market action we saw last year with, I'll use Entar as an example, where we saw last year, when it was trading at that $2 range, then it got hit, then it came back. But I think this is ultimately gonna explode. The question is when. So you got to be patient with the stock. I think it's gonna kind of break out of this holding pattern here. Should we look at the weekly chart? Yeah, weekly chart, the trend is up. We might have a bit of a pennant forming here. Again, this could be an explosive setup. It's going to fake some people out, which is what's been happening. I know a lot of the TikTokers, the TikTokers have been getting blown out of the stock. Let's see here, what's happening here. What's the plan for tomorrow? Hey, this is what we're talking about right now. The plan for tomorrow. We're going to talk about the plan for tomorrow. ICANN is looking good for tomorrow. I mean, that stock could blow up tomorrow with the cannabis stocks. Okay, here we go. Here's a guy that talks about fundamentals. I'll just talk about the charts. We'll have Yazin talk about the fundamentals. I know the Yazin does a lot of research on these things, and this is a catalyst for ICANN. This company's cash flow positive. Got a lot of things happening. They got earnings coming out. Alfredo, you made money in fans. Okay, let's talk about fans now. Doc, again, we're trend is up. We're probably going to be talking about a lot about, right now we're talking about the stocks that are exploding, like fans, Peak, which we're going to talk about in a second, and a couple of other things. But cloud, I think, is going to be back in full rocket mode soon, very shortly. You got to be patient with this. Don't get shaken out. And again, it's not a buy or sell recommendation. We're not investment advisors. You got to do your own research here. Okay, let's take a look at. Let's talk about Peak. Peak, interesting day for Peak. Wow. Okay, if you guys want market movers. Okay, here we go. This thing, again, last week we were saying this was going to be the explosion up. I think we were talking about it here, but let me see. Let me pull up my banner ad here. You guys, by the way, if you're not on our Telegram channel, definitely subscribe. Get the Telegram app. I think you go to telegram.com or whatever it is and look for Wall Street Reporter channel. We have a lot of real-time information there throughout the day, trading info. Not advice again, but we can tell you, we do have a lot of comments about when stocks are starting to move. And it's been anybody that's been following it would vouch for the accuracy. It's free for now, so it's free. How many things in life are free? And of course, Wall Street Reporter, we got the sign up for the email. Okay, so back to Peak. What a great setup right now. Look at this setup. I mean, it really doesn't get better than this. Again, it kind of faked us out on this day. I thought this would be the breakout here. It dropped, it came back up, and it's one of these days it's going to break out. And when it does, that'll be it. It's just going to go, I believe, like a rocket. Here's the weekly chart. This thing is just setting up for an explosion, a monster move. So you do not want to miss out on this monster move here. Monster move. And we're in a great moment in time. We got a massive bubble happening. You got to make money now. I don't know how long this is going to last. Maybe who knows? If Biden gets in, who knows? If Trump's there, we don't know what's going to happen. A lot of this is. I think it's this opportunity that creates the excitement. If Peak hits $5, I'll consider it on fire. Hey, if it hits $5, I'll be very happy. Believe me. Eric, you're welcome. Thank you for participating. You're like a regular here. So Peak on fire. Peak is it's on a slow burn right now. It's on a slow burn, and there might be a big bucket of gasoline thrown on this like slow burn, and then it goes. Okay. Fans. You want to talk about fans? Who wants to talk about fans? Anybody here? Is anybody here on this live stream a fan of fans? I should do like a poll. We should do a poll of which stock people are here for, because we got 5 stocks listed. I don't know which one is the hot one. Here's the irony. Here's the crazy thing. 4 weeks ago, fans was dead. Nobody was talking about fans. Now everybody wants fans. So what's the lesson? The lesson is you got to get into these things when they're quiet. When they're quiet, when they've been abandoned, nobody's interested, nobody's paying attention. And that is the time to get in. Okay. Fans, let's go. This is a monster move. Monster move here. I was absolutely dead wrong. If you guys follow in the last couple of days, I was saying we would probably kind of stall out in the 50-cent range, build maybe a trading range before the stock would break out. I did repeat that a couple of times. I said, look, it had a big move. It would need to take a rest and then catapult from there to, maybe a couple bucks. Why not? Again, I don't see any reason why this stock can't be a $2, $3 stock. Connor must be an American because he's buying the OTC shares. But the OTC shares are trading crazy now. So the U.S. investors are getting into fans now because I think, look, they know what's happening. They know. By the way, you guys check out. We have a video up on our thing. Look at the video, the interview we did a couple of weeks back with the guy who runs the bets and the Nerd ETF. That's BETZ on the NYSE, and also Nerd. Those are the esports and the gaming shares. And here's what he said. Essentially, here's the key thing. The guys who are doing sports betting, whether it's DraftKings, whether it's GAN, whether it is whoever it is, and sports betting is going to be the big theme. everybody's going to be talking about sports betting. That's the thing that's moving these stocks. It is they're saying it's going to be a $50 billion market, right? But here's the thing. The sports betting, the margins, the profits on that thing are going to, I mean, they're going to compress. It's going to be like the discount brokerage business. And the way these guys are going to make money is from the casino, the gaming, the online gaming component, these casino games, all that stuff. That's where these guys make the money. That's where they can make that 5% drop. It's just like Vegas, right? They make the money on, the high margin games. So that's where this thing is going. Also, we got the Discord. We got any Discord people here? You get onto our Discord channel. Is Hammy here? We got Hammy. Is Hammy here? Hammy, it's probably late at night for Hammy. No, it's 6 o'clock. It's only 6 o'clock in Vancouver. Okay, you got into ICANN. Good timing. I think you're going to be happy tomorrow. Great question. Will peak hit $5 before fans hits $3? Will peak hit $5? I don't know the answer. I really don't. I don't know the answer. That is the question. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Will peak hit $5 before fans? That sounds like one of these proposition bets. Maybe fans could has that going on one of their things. Hammy is a big fan of fans, and I think he got into the stock at 20 cents. I think Hammy got in. I think Hammy nailed the bottom of fans. I think he came in right around here, right around 20 cents or somewhere right before this thing blew up. So he's up 3x, a little over 3x, and it's all tax free if I'm correct. I think he has it in the TFSA, the TFSA King. No, I don't. I think JJ from Peak will be back next week, probably. He'll be back next week. I know they're doing earnings. He'll be back after that. Hawaii 808. Bought 28 cents. All right. Wow. Hey. Okay. I'm glad you found us. How did you find us? Randomly? I'm curious how people find the channel or whatever, or YouTube or our website. It's fascinating. Oh yeah, so Peak. Yeah, the guy JJ was talking about. Yeah, it could be. I mean, right now this stock could be easily 350 just based on the comps. If you look at the comps, their peer group, what it trades at, the multiples on revenues that fintech companies like Alibaba has some fintech action. What is it? You got SEA, which is high flyer. Yep, TFSA. I wish we had that. Dwight. We're gonna have to see that account, Dwight. You've been telling us a lot of things. We got to see some screenshots. Okay, hey, Robin. I'm glad you're making money. By the way, if you guys lose money, don't complain. All right. Okay. Cryptos. I'm never going to cryptos. I think cryptos are a scam. I think the Bitcoin thing is a scam, but I'm looking at the Bitcoin chart. This thing could explode. I'm not a believer in it. But I think it's good to be positioned in stocks which are going to have exposure to crypto, because that's going to be some crazy stuff. Dwight is saying Doc is going to be $5 before Peak and fans. I think it's, I'll be honest with you, I think it's probably a 50-50. I think it's a 50-50 because Doc is, it's like a freight train. It's going to, the others are like rocket. You don't know. You really don't know. I have no idea. Jack, the next Discovery Day is tomorrow. Discovery Day live stream tomorrow. Check out on our YouTube channel. We already have the link up. We're going to have VSB, VSBY, Visibility Group, and we're gonna have XFIDO, XPHY. It's a stock we actually started working with in September. They were off to a slow start, but now they're getting into psychedelics, drug delivery. They got some interesting drug delivery angles for psychedelics. We're going to find out tomorrow. The CEO is going to be on. It'll be very interesting. Everyone is buying Bitcoin. Yeah, I think probably a lot of people, in countries which have like crappy currencies are buying Bitcoin because that's like the easiest thing they can get into. I don't know, man. I don't think so. Yeah, Peak. Didn't you ask me about this question like 10 times, or somebody asked me about this 10 times? I think Peak could be easily 250, maybe even $3 once it breaks out of this range. Hey, Adam, I completely agree. Crypto is, I'll tell you what this crypto is. There's an old joke. When I was in the commodity futures business, there was an old joke, and it was like, so a guy buys, he corners the market in sardine futures. The price goes crazy. And then he goes, he says, I'm going to take delivery. I'm going to take delivery of the sardines, physical delivery. If you guys know how the futures work, okay, takes physical. They say, okay, no problem. He goes to the warehouse, loaded with sardine cans. He says, hey, let me check it out. He opens one of the sardine cans, and it's all rotten. He opens another one. All the sardines are rotten. He goes, hey, I was scammed. These sardines are all rotten. So, the guy, he complains to the chairman of the Sardine Futures Exchange. He says, you guys are running a scam. These sardine futures, you guys are trading bad sardines here. So the guy says, listen, Shabak, these sardines, they're not for eating, it's for trading. You get it? It's pure speculation. That's what crypto is. You're trading sardines here. That's my opinion on crypto, but I think Bitcoin is going up. But look, what can you do? It's a bubble. However, I think, I'd rather have things which, we can kind of see they're more real. That's like these stocks, they're real. They have real businesses. These other things are, crypto is like fugazi, Let's see here. Yeah, VSB's moving up. We're going to be talking about VSB. Yep, trading crypto is rotten sardine cans. You're trading rotten sardines. You just got to be quick on your feet if you're trading that crypto. Again, I think the stocks we're talking about, these kind of speculative stocks, these high growth opportunities, this is, you could have made 10 times your money in Entar, 13 times your money. You could have made 17 times your money in Imagine AR, 20 times your money in Cytodyne. DOC is 5 times your money in 4 months. I think that's a lot better than Bitcoin. And it's real. Nobody's stealing your Bitcoin from your wallet, or these exchanges, that go bust. What is that Japanese exchange that went bust? Somebody there was no crypto there. Okay, so we got FansUnite is amazing. So here's the thing. Let's go back to the FansUnite. I'm sorry I got distracted with this crypto nonsense here. Let's talk about something that's real. Okay, this guy got into 28 cents TFSA. All right. Here is the deal. FansUnite. Again, here's what I look at right now. Okay, so FansUnite, it broke that 50. It broke clear. It was a clear break. This thing has not hesitated. And you know what I like about this chart? Here's what I love about this. It's going up. It's up big time, bigly. It's up bigly from 20 cents, but it's done it in a very smooth manner. You haven't seen crazy gaps. You haven't seen these gaps where the stock opens up a nickel, a dot. You don't have these crazy gaps, which are like, when I see gaps, it makes me nervous because that kind of indicates a stock is getting a little bit overheated, a little bit frothy. That's not happening here, which is impressive. I mean, that is very impressive here. And this is like just a freight train moving. It's not a rocket. It's like a freight train moving at 80 miles an hour, just straight. I think this freight train, I think the fans freight train is going straight to $3. I might be wrong. It's probably gonna pull back at some point, but at this point, this chart. I mean, it's still such a new story that this thing only goes back, a couple months. It's a relatively fresh stock, so there's no long history on it. So essentially, there's no, this is like a completely open road, unpaved road. I mean, we don't have any guidance as to. There's no real chart stuff that could tell you where the resistance is. Nothing. It's just wide open, blue sky. I mean, it could easily be $1.50, in 3 weeks. I don't know. I'm expecting, obviously. I think when the stock hits $1, we'll probably see, maybe even before $1, maybe 80, 90 cents. We could see some consolidation. At that point, it'll trade in that range maybe for a little while before, again, it makes that next move up. So let's see here. Okay, check out the Telegram channel. Yeah, so fans, again, this thing, this is a great, we're on a great ride here. a great ride. And okay, Rob. Yeah, okay. Glad you're making money here. Let's see. Doc King 10 is, yeah. I mean, both stocks are bullish. Let's see. Yeah, this is. We need to think for freight train. Freight train is better. So this is going to be. It looks like just a smooth, smooth momentum right here. Yeah, there's definitely, I think, serious horsepower coming into this. You get the U.S. buying now, which is big. You got which is gonna really help this thing out, and we've got a lot of fans here. A lot of fans. Robin is up 370%. Wait, so what does that mean? What's price did you buy it at? This is impressive. Full combustion. Hey, if Biden gets in, it might be bad for America, but it'll be great for Chinese stocks. So Peak, maybe that's what Peak is running. But either way, I think Peak is going to do well. Did Trump give up today? It's not looking good. I gotta be honest. It's not looking good. Guys been quiet. It's difficult. I get your point. Yeah, fans is 100 million market cap or whatever. It's a different company. But it does kind of tell you that what the upside is. I mean, look, these type of stocks, they can easily go a couple hundred million at this point right now. But we're gonna have to see some fundamentals. We're gonna see some earnings. We got to see some more news come out from fans to support that. And it could be. Look, I mean, the charts are usually a good indication of what's going to be happening. So it could be that fans has some things up their sleeve. There might be some news up their sleeve. I don't know about it. They don't tell me anything. Fans is like getting DraftKings at 55 cents. UK licensing, that could be the catalyst. Yeah, it's a big market. We'll find out. Connor, you think it's gonna be $1, $2 for fans? January, February, I think so. $1.75. Ooh, that's aggressive. That's aggressive. Oh, I like this guy. Smash. We gotta press the like button. Press the like button because I think it helps the Google algorithm. It helps the Google algorithm. We got to get some more subscribers here, but not too many. We don't want too many subscribers here on this channel because then too many people will get into these things. Great question. What criteria do you use? I covered this in our video a couple of videos back. I think the video was called, it's one of the videos I did. It's the one which has the Gordon Gecko on the thumb. It's the one about 10 baggers, how to find 10 baggers. We talk about all the criteria, but to recap, we're looking for a couple of key things. One, companies going after multi-billion-dollar market opportunities, multiple catalysts in place right now which can drive that growth, and also the companies have to be at an inflection point right now, which is, for example, they're about to have who's the guy who said about a potential UK licensing deal, any kind of regulatory action, exploding revenues, deal Peak, for example, Peak signing these contracts that they have with their partners, which can drive, massive revenues, things like that. And the other thing is this, hey, CEO, the right CEO, the guy that gets it, that understands that his job, the CEO's job is to make the stock go up. That's at the end of the day, that's what it's about, making the stock go up, and to be proactive in connecting with investors. Because if you have a great story and nobody knows about it, the stock stays dead. If you promote the stock properly, get millions of investors to discover the stock, find out about the stock, you get action. Like these guys, they're clients of ours. We put them on live streams. We do a bunch of other things. Again, the live streams that we do, the companies are a tiny tip of the iceberg. There's a lot of stuff we do with to get them institutional retail awareness to millions of investors, and that creates more eyeballs on a stock, which translates into more potential buyers in a stock, and that's how it works. And it's been working pretty well. We've had a bunch of big winners. So, Alfredo, we saw that, yeah. Okay, we covered that one. Very bullish. Who's in fans? Let's see here. Did I miss any stuff here? Okay, let's see any new questions coming in that I could answer. Okay, so we're talking about fans. Fans again, bullish. Great situation. See, we got fans. Yeah, they're getting some good stuff happening. It's a Gameco. Yeah, I think fans is they're going to be in a lot of these casinos in the U.S. offering the esports, right, through Gameco. So they're going to be in the casinos. Again, they haven't really talked about that a lot. I mean, there's a lot of stuff happening there. We'll talk about CBD coming up. Okay, so yeah. So once they roll out more games, that's the catalyst. These guys, once they got 3 games now, I think 2-3 games. They're going to be rolling out 10 games the next year. They're going to be an aggregator, so they're just going to have millions of potential customers. And again, check out the live stream with Scott where he explains the model. The last live stream he did a pretty good job of of explaining it. We got Darius also explaining it. So Coldwater, how much did you make? Share it. We gotta see some screenshots of this stuff. Don't you? You know, you bought 16 cents. 30,000, 35,000 shares. Okay, 19 cents. Wow. Bottom of the market. John, I agree. This is the long-term winner. Dollar-wise, you know, but you don't know. I mean, listen, all these things, I think every one of these stocks that we're talking about has, you know, strong potential here. Markets close. Well, Canadian markets, that's interesting. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen Thursday, Friday. The U.S. market is closed. It's just going to be free for all in Canada. Yeah. You know, I think cannabis is going to be good no matter who's in. I think cannabis is going to be good. It's already the cat's out of the bag. Everybody's legalizing cannabis. They're all going to need to roll those joints. You know, ICANN makes the machines that roll the joints, you know, in an efficient manner. So press the thumbs up button on the YouTube thing. Wherever that button is, press the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. The Mackey report. Mackey had a price target. What was it? I think 50. I think fans have blew right past the price target already. They got to do another report. And they didn't talk about the games. Yeah. So we're gonna have fans back. I think early next December 3rd that week. How much people? I think I'll, you know, I don't know actually. I don't play, you know, I'm not a gamer. I don't play, but I think there's a lot of people in their 30s, late 20s, 30s, you know, who are playing and betting. I guess the people who are betting are probably, you know, in the, I don't know. Let's find out. Has anybody here bet on esports? Somebody's betting on esports. But there's also, you know, sports betting. I mean, fans covers the whole gamut. I mean, essentially, fans is not your grandfather's betting, wagering or gaming. That's the polite word for gambling. Fans is not like the 1950s casino. You know, it's not like that movie Casino. You know, where they had table games, a bunch of guys smoking, and you know they came there to watch a show or whatever. And then yeah, this is like the new. And this, what's great about the digital transformation of gaming is you know, it creates massive scale. Because look, there's only so many people that can crowd around the craps game, right? How many people can sit around the craps table? 5, you know, 6 guys, 10 guys. This is explosive. We're not working with Nextech. Imagine we're not really working. I mean, I'm in touch with Imagine, but we're not really active involved in it. Last I saw the chart looked pretty decent. Nextech, the chart's like it's a little sluggish. I think it's kind of who's the juggernaut? Which one is it? Fans? I think a couple of these things are juggernauts. I mean, but fans right now is like it's like a freight train. You don't want to get in the way of that freight train. Samuel, great question. Check out the live stream with Scott. Take a look at that video and definitely ask that question on his next live stream. Right now, once they get into those aggregators, they're going to have visibility into it. So these things are just going into the channel. So they don't have real numbers to talk about yet. We're going to see the numbers probably in the next quarter. Let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna have Dr. Hamza back. I think maybe the 5th. He was on Friday. We had a lot of people watching that live stream on Friday. That was a great. Okay, Robin is not worried about losing money. Okay, I like this guy's strategy. He's got 10 grand. He's got 10 grand allocated, which I'm assuming he's not afraid to lose, which is the right attitude. This is the money that you put into these stocks should be speculative money. He's keeping it separate. And he's gonna, now here's the question. Okay, anybody that's new here, we talked about the fast lane challenge. The fast lane challenge, which is, again, take a look at some of the videos. We did the fast lane videos where you parlay. You start with 10 grand in one of these stocks, or a few of them, depending on how you allocate the cash. You roll that money. You start with 10 grand. You make 10x in one of these deals, or 5x, whatever it is, which we've done in the past, where the companies have done that. And then you take that money, you put it into the next deal. So you start with 10 grand. The 10 grand becomes 100 grand. Now, in your second trade, you take that 100 grand, you parlay that into, again, 1 or 2 stocks that become 10 baggers, 5 baggers, 20, whatever they are. And now you have $1 million. So in just 2 trades, you're making $1 million. And if you really want to, really be a high roller, you take that $1 million, you roll it the third time. You do that third parlay, 3 parlays. The million 10x is $10 million. We're not talking about the 10 million thing because I think that might have scared people off. They think it's like too crazy, but it can be done. I mean, all you need is 3 parlays in a row. Maybe 4, whatever it is, 2 stocks. What difference does it make? And it can be done, I would say, in 30 months. So it takes normally about 10 months based on what we've seen with these stocks to become 10 baggers. It takes about that long to really build up to. It's like a gestation period, right? It's like, baby takes 9 months. These things are like babies, right? It takes 9 months for the baby to form and then pop out. And by the way, when the baby pops out, we're selling that baby. We're not waiting for that to become a bratty teenager. Once this thing becomes a 10 bagger, we're out onto the next one. That's the idea. You want to parlay that. So hang on. Okay, Ben, 15 grand, all the picks. You put 15 grand, you're up 4K in a week. That's a way to go. Yeah, I mean, I don't know where you got in, but yeah, it doesn't mean you have to put all the money into one deal because you don't know. You want to kind of spread around, and the key is this is the kind of the unknown. Which one works out? It's. But again, it can be done. Calvin is here for the $10 million challenge. Calvin, all right, we're gonna have to see that account. We're gonna have to see some screenshots. Okay, we're gonna have to see some screenshots. But I like the way this guy thinks. He's got the right idea. Esport. Hey, as long as they're betting with fans, they can eat all the Doritos they want. Yeah. He's got fans. Look at this guy. He's got 100,000 fans. Ooh. I think he's just a shareholder, basically. I don't think he's got enough shares, to hurt the stock when he sells, which he will at some point. It would not like what happened with Imagine AR, that kind of blew up the stock, but that's not the case with this. So he has no impact. Plums, I've seen you on the Twitter. You have the great comments. You feel it in the plums. He's got 100,000 fans. He's got some big plums there. Let's see here. Yeah, 10, 12, multiple stocks. Okay, which stocks are you in? That's the way you do want to spread it around. I mean, again, how you divert, that you got to figure it out for yourself. When do you buy? When do you sell? You got, we're not, we don't do recommendations. We're not here. We're not investment advisors telling you buy this price, sell now, allocate 32% to this stock, 40%. We don't do that. You got to do that homework. Yep. Peak is doing commercial loans. Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons that they're not getting into trouble in China. They're not doing the P2P retail loans, which have had some bad things happen, bad reputation there. So that's the great, and also commercial lending is where it's at. That's where you make the money. Yep, small, medium business, exactly right. No personal loans. 12K in doc. See what holding what Roland, what price did you get? I think you got in early. If I remember, you were on our live streams way back. So yeah, I think look, I'm looking at least $5 on cloud. Yeah, based on what the Peak is saying, the default rate is pretty decent. 2% default is pretty decent, especially when you have big interest rates. Okay, what do we cover? We covered oh yeah, what did we cover? Oh, Visby. Let's go to Visby. This is going to be the stock on tomorrow's live stream. Visibility Group. We got the Mac Wheel of Death here. What's happening here? I got a new Mac, and it's freezing up. Okay, take a look at this chart. Pretty interesting. I think Visby, again, it's been doing some crazy kind of moves here. It looks to me like a kind of a bullish formation. Today it broke out. We talked about this before. I thought this would be the breakout and kind of fake people out. And it's been kind of like, it's been faking people out. It broke past the moving average here, the 200-day moving average. It's big. Okay, so so the big picture is this. Visby, VSBY on the CSC, VSBGF over the counter. Support level is right over here, the blue line, 15 cents. So it's above the support level. It broke out above the 200-day moving average, which is bullish, and then it came back down. So it's, you got people, I guess, as sort of bulls and bears battling it out. We'll see what happens here. But I think once it has a clean break above 22 cents, it's going to be up. And look at this volume. Nice volume today. Real nice volume today. So this thing is looking good. The weekly chart is looking good. We had this downtrend here, with this kind of long downtrend, and now it looks like it's stabilizing and reversing. So I think the stock Visby is basically forming a bottom. It's been forming a bottom in this area here, trying to break out. Join the live stream tomorrow, and we'll find out. Ask the CEO your question. We're gonna have Jay Hutton, CEO of Visby. We're gonna have X Fido, which is doing psychedelics now. I think they're oral delivery of psychedelics. And yeah, $1.50. Let's see here. Empower CBDT is looking pretty good. The chart today was pretty good. You got 40K in multiple stocks. All right. Just make sure it's 40K. You are comfortable with losing it, just in case everything blows up. You never know. You might show up one morning and the market's down 5,000 points. Let's see here. Can these be my entry stocks? In the you were talking about the fast lane to do 10x. I think well, you got to kind of, I guess, decide for yourself. Look, these things, fans and peak are definitely in breakout uptrends. Logic is about to break out. I believe it's kind of again, any of these can, from here, they can easily go up 5x. They're already up a lot, so you're getting in maybe halfway, but where you're coming in, there's maybe less risk because now it's momentum mode. Whereas a stock like, for example, look, Visby is still in that, kind of. Visby looks right now like fans did, a couple of, 2 months ago. It's each one. This is not an easy game. To make money in these stocks is not like, if it was easy, everybody would be a billionaire. It is not easy. It is not easy. There's greed and fear. And how you manage those emotions is the key. I don't know. We don't give buy-sell recommendations. Derek, come on, you know that. Tesla. Hey, if you were on Friday's live stream with CloudMD, what do we call Cloud? CloudMD is the Tesla of healthcare, which I think is kind of a fitting analogy. CloudMD, the Tesla of healthcare, because what they're really doing is very similar to what Tesla is doing in cars. I mean, Tesla is basically a car company with technology. I mean, cars are an old technology, which is essential. Everybody uses it. But Tesla gave it a little extra spice, and that's what Cloud is doing with healthcare. Cloud is basically technologizing healthcare and adding their own twist to it. This guy's got the Cloud warrants. Tesla. I don't know Tesla. Man, you want to look? Okay, let's do this. Okay, I'm going to put up the Tesla chart only because maybe it'll help the Google algorithm, because maybe that'll get people pumped up. I haven't even looked at a Tesla chart. It's not my thing. I gotta tell you, man, this thing looks it looks bullish. Tesla does not look like it is slowing down. I don't understand it. I hate the cars. I think the ugly cars. But this thing looks like it's gonna blow up. I think this Tesla chart looks a lot like the Cloud. CloudMD is the Tesla of healthcare. The charts look very identical. The Cloud chart, the Logic chart, LGIQ, they look very similar. Look at the Logic, LGIQ compared to Tesla. It looks exactly the same. But this Tesla thing, this thing could be $1,000. They split, right? So that's the thing. There's an old saying on Wall Street: stocks keep going in the same direction they were before split. So if a stock was going up, they do a split, it doubles again. If a company does a reverse split, the stock goes down to where it was. It's perverse. It really is. Holy shit! Look at this. Excuse me. We don't want to say bad words on Google, on YouTube, otherwise they'll block us. This thing is crazy. I mean, I got to tell you, I don't see any reason why Tesla cannot be $1,000 soon. They're not a client though, so I mean, Elon Musk is not a client of Wall Street Reporter. So, and they don't need our. I don't think they need our help, really, to be honest with you. I think Tesla is a crappy car. Yeah, I think it's ugly. I think the Tesla car basically is. I mean, that car is like it's just a conglomeration of other cars. I mean, the handles and the door look like, they ripped that off from Aston Martin. The back, everything is just, the car has no like unique style. I don't know what it is. It's like a marshmallow. Apparently people love them. I mean, I know a lot of people who have them. They think it's the best thing ever. But why would I want to drive a car that's quiet, like electric cars? I'm just not in, I don't get it. It's like, it's just not my thing. And also the battery stuff, they tell you, oh, it's good for the earth because it's, there's no pollution. The batteries are toxic. Where do you think that electricity comes from? They need electricity. They got to generate the electricity through what? Through coal, uranium, whatever. Thank you, Dwight. That's the idea. We want to get these guys. We want to squeeze them like a lemon. Get all the info out of them. Because look, at the end of the day, what we're doing here is inside information. It is legal inside information. So you get the information straight from the CEO. And here's the thing: you got to watch the videos. You got to see how these guys react. You got to kind of, there's some cues, visual, verbal cues, so you can kind of see, not only what they say, but how they say something. You got to pay attention to that. So that's where you got to watch these live streams. Hey, thank you. Okay, Tesla. Let's see here. It's not. No, exactly. It's this is what we're doing here is giving you illegal inside information with these CEO interviews. Yeah, the Tesla is this whole thing with Tesla is it's a lot of pollution. It's Model 3. I don't know. But people, it's supposedly the cars blow up. I don't know. I mean, every time I see one, I was like, ugh. A lot of fans here, a lot of fans. Okay, we covered everything, right? Okay, tomorrow's live stream, 12:30 Eastern time. Look on our channel. We got the link already up. We got Visby. We got Xfido. Next week, we're gonna have. No, he didn't say. He didn't say that Amazon is gonna. I asked him that. No, but you never know. Somebody is gonna buy Cloud. I believe that's what's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna pay a lot of money for that company. Probably in the next 12 months. My opinion. Nothing. I didn't hear this from the company. They're not talking about it, but I think that's what's going to happen. Okay. So what else we got? Okay, we covered everything. We got all right. Well, this is a long live stream. Okay, guys, thank you for joining. Thank you for the great questions. We'll see you tomorrow, 12:30 Eastern time, for the live stream. Make sure you are signed up to our Telegram. You're signed up to our Telegram channel, the Wall Street Reporter channel on Telegram. You're on Discord. We got a lot of activity happening on Discord. And what else? Derek, we got Visby, VSBY, and Xfido, XPHY on the CSE. Okay, so those guys are, you're on Discord, right? Yeah, Discord has good information. And Hammy's got good. Hammy does a lot of due diligence research on these things. He's got really good insight. So on a lot of these stocks, yeah, definitely join Discord. Okay, Mike. We're gonna have the Discord. Yeah, you know what? After this live stream, I'm gonna put in the Discord link. So just go back to the video afterwards. I'm going to put it up on there. I got to find that link, and you can sign up. And let's see here. Okay, so hey, Wall Street Report. Does anybody even go to our website? I think everybody's just using social media. But yeah, you definitely want to get onto there because we got a lot of stuff there. We got the news. We got all the videos. All the videos are there. We got with all the money managers, the gurus, and all that other good stuff. Okay. That said, thank you everybody for joining. We'll see you tomorrow at 12:30. And that is it. Thank you again. Have a great night.